Okay, so one of the most important things, no, right after you have a topic, no, it's better for you, no, to start doing your research in a correct format, no, a research writing format. Different universities and colleges, they have their own different research format. But of course, again, another issues and concern is, let's say, for example, right after our research output, no, we wanted to publish, no, our research topic or research output. So there are certain adjustment, no, but most commonly we must follow the APA format, no. And again, many students now wonder about the writing process itself. So the outline of the academic paper is very similar for most branches of science. No, creating an extended outline may help structure, no, your thoughts, especially for longer paper. No, we have also created a different, no, format, as I mentioned. No, it depends upon to the university trust, no, or research department trust, no. And usually the purpose of the research paper is known before writing it. It can be formulated as a research paper question, a thesis statement, or a hypothesis statement. But I think based on what I have, based on my experience, no, in UCC, most commonly, no, they just simply use a research capsule, no, during your thesis one, no. But for the meantime, no, in your research for business managers, no, we just try to follow the chapter 1 to 3 requirements of the University of Caloocan City. So to give us more detailed, no, about the research writing format, no, let us all welcome our presenter, Sir Rico. Go ahead po, sir.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. So my report is research writing format. Ay, maglipat. Back. So research paper format is a formatting a research paper should take more time than the research itself. Knowing the most important part of research paper helps your outline your paper quickly. It can also help to guide and frame your research. So parang the formatting of research paper is different depending which style guide you're following in addition. So sabi nga ni sir na yung required for UCC is the APA or APA. APA is the American Psychological Association na format to do a research paper. So, formatting a research paper, so mayroon tayong mga requirements to do sa pag-create ng format. First is the paper should be an 8 by 12 and 11 inches white paper with 1 inches margin on the top, bottom, and sides. Second is the font is 12 point Times New Roman. Third is lines are double spaced. Fourth, cover page are required in APA papers and are center alignment. Next is the each page needs a leaf-aligned running header with the title of the study. Write aligned page number at the top of each paper, including the cover page. So indeed, the first word in each paragraph except in the abstract. Next, the title itself is not bold, but individual section headed. In text citation or other studies, report, and articles, including the author or organization name as well as the year of publication. So bibigyan ko yung example mamaya at the end of the presentation na lang. So here's the parts of the research paper. First, the cover page, abstract, introduction, background, methodology, result, conclusion, and appendix. So title or cover page. Just like on any other paper you write, your research paper needs a cover page. With your studies titles, it also needs you and co-writers' names and institution affiliations. So parang ang title page is important for the research paper. So you can attract your audience or the other researcher to read your research paper. So here's the example. The Effect of Food Insecurity of School Performance by Kyla Yang and Nicole Brinton of University of California, Davis. So this is the example of the title cover page. So iniisa-isa ko lang siya guys ha. Doon sa end of presentation natin, makikita natin siya sa isang page talaga. Page 1, page 2, page 3, mga ganun. Okay. So next is the abstract. An abstract is the thin summary of your study. It should be include a broad overview of your paper, your research question, the significance of your study, methods of research, and findings. So dito parang don't listen to cities and abstract. So sa abstract naman is basically a short summary used for research survey or a large paper. Dito naman parang you help the people to determine if the information is worth readed in detail. Parang ito yung selling point mo for your entire work, the abstract. Next is the introduction. I have example pala dito for the abstract. So yun, the poverty affects more than 41 million Americans every day. Most of one are children. Food insecurity is and nutrition have confirmed paralitation for sleep cognitive development for children under 3 years of age. So yun. Yan yung example for the abstract. Medyo mahaba lang siya. Sorry. So next is the introduction. The introduction section tells the reader what problem your study is attempted to solve. Parang you can address the study's significance and originality here as well. Clearly state that the research question is form of thesis statement. So parang in introduction naman, it's your opportunity to show to readers and reviewers why your research topic is worth reading about and why your paper warrant their attentions. So ito yung introduction. So example of the introduction is poverty and poor school performance are two problems that keeps American from reaching their full potential. Alongside poverty is food insecurity, which affect millions of households and children every day, but could focusing on the problem help solve to others. So yan yung example for the introductions. Next must be the background. Background research or pre-research is the research that you do before you start writing your paper or working on your project. Sometimes background research, background research is the research that goes into paper and project easier for more successful. So parang sa background, you're always asking what inspired you to take these studies? What did the previous research state or relevant about this topic? Ganun yung example. So I have an example here for background. Food insecurity is defined by the U.S. Department of Agriculture as a lack of regular access to food due to one financial status. According to the department report, household food security in the United States in 2016 is 12.3% of American households, or approximately 41 million people, experienced food insecurity at the some point in 2016. So may pagkakaiba yan. Baka magtatanong kayo, parang magparehas lang yung introduction at saka yung background. So magkaiba po sila ha. So sa introduction contain preliminary data about your topic that the reader will most likely read. Whether naman sa background clarifies the information of the papers. So the background naman is study, discuss, and deep about the topic, whether in introduction only gives you an overview. Okay. Next is the methodology. Knowing whether you use quantitative or quantitative method, it's an important part of understanding your study. You can list all the ways you're collecting data, including surveys, experimental, and field research. So dito papasok yung mga surveys nung ginawa natin to do the research. So your research methodology discuss and explain the data collection and analyzing method you use in your research. So a key part of your thesis or the research paper, the methodology chapter explain why you did and how you did it, allowing the reader to evaluate the yung validity ng research papers mo. So why is this method section is important? Your method section is important to share how conducted your research and why you choose the method you choose. So may dalawang choose nga kanina, is a qualitative and the quantitative. So isayin natin sila. So in process of collecting and analyzing numerical data, it can be used to find pattern, to average, make prediction, test causal relation, and generalize the result wider population. So in quantitative naman involves collecting and analyzing non-numerical data. For example, a text, a video, or audio to understand the concept, opinion, or experience. Next is the results. Result, what does your study find? State your finding and supply the data in this section. Use an objective perspective here. Save the evaluation of the conclusion section. So sa result naman is the also called as findings. This is a section in the empirical research paper describe what the researchers found when they analyzed their data. Parang ito yung mga result dun sa ginawa mong survey before dun sa methodologies. So it used the data collected to answer the research question. Next is the conclusion. Conclusion explain why your findings are significant in the conclusion section. This section allows you to evaluate result and reflect on your process. Does the study require additional research? So sa conclusion naman, intended to help the reader to understand why your research should matter to them after they have finishing reading the papers. Parang a conclusion is not merely summary of the points or the statement of your research problem. Next is the appendix. If you have information that is to defines for the paper itself, include in the paper appendix. Appendix are they helpful when you want to include the supplementary material that is relevant but not integral to the paper itself. So ito yung sample nga. So ito yung mga question na kinonduct dun sa survey. So parang nilagay natin siya for the appendix. So again, formatting a research paper should be at 8 by 12 and 11 inches white paper with 1 inches margin on the top, bottom, and side. So here's the example. So 1 inches here, 1 inches on the sides, and 1 inches on the bottom. Then the running head, left side, and then the page number is the right side, including a cover page. So the title is centered and on bold. So the name, author's name, institution, naka-center din sila. On the page 2, sorry. Wala. So in the page 2 naman, same pa din, running head. Page number 2, the research title and the word abstract is on bold. So dito naman, hindi naka-indid yung first word kasi sabi dito sa instruction, each paper need indeed the first word of each paragraph except in the abstract. So ito yung sample. So the page 3 is the same format, running head at the left side, and then the page number, title, and then indeed the first, the introduction. Then next is the background, indeed then, and then yung citation include the author name. So that will be all, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much again. So we need to follow the guidelines of the University of Caloocan City. But I'll just want to reiterate once again that the research format is depend on the college or the university or the research department. But most commonly in writing an abstract, no, we must observe an MRAD, no, introduction, methodology, results, and discussion. No, so most commonly, no, they have some, of course, standards in format. No, you need to observe the most scientific fields, no, and you will have to check with your school, no, to know exactly how to write the paper, the guide it's meant, and an overview of academic papers general. So better for you, let's say for example, kung enrolled na kayo ng thesis 1, better for you to visit the library ng school, no, para makita nyo talaga kung ano yung actual, no, na ginagawa nila. Kung paano talaga yung format na ginagamit ng University of Caloocan, no? Kasi minsan, let's say your undergraduate is coming from another university, no? So iba po yung format. And there are certain cases iba ang format sa undergrad, iba ang format sa grad school, no? Yung mga ganong cases, okay? So thank you, sir.